This is the Horse Radio Network.
This is episode 849 of Horse Tip Daily. A different horse tip, a different equine topic, a different equestrian expert every day. Horse Tip Daily brings the world of equine knowledge to you, one day at a time. Greetings, horse people. Coach Jen here, and thanks for tuning in to Horse Tip Daily. Today's expert is endurance rider Karen Chaton. Karen has logged over 32,000 endurance miles since 1995, and she is the co-host on the Horses in the Morning Endurance Day, which happens the second Tuesday of each month on Horses in the Morning. Her tip today offers a light bulb moment about snaps, and we'll get right to our tip after this nutritional minute from Kentucky Performance Products.
Hi, Glenn the Geek here from the Horse Radio Network, and I'm here with Karen from Kentucky Performance Products. We're going to talk about omega fatty acids in equine nutrition.
Called Contribute. That is it's a combination of fish oil and flax oil. And it provides a complete complement of omega-3s. Okay. It has an 8-to-1 ratio of omega-3s to omega-6s, and it contains the plant and marine sources of omega-3s. Now, there's been some palatability issues with fish oil. I don't know if you've ever smelled some of the fish oils that are... Lots of horses will run to the back of their stall and just stand there going, oh, my right. God, Mom, what did you put in my feed tub?
Some of the human pills are like that, too.
Ooh, yeah, you can really taste it. So we did a lot of research with our product, and we got a fish oil that just on its own smelled pretty good, and then we've added some flavor, some cherry flavor to it that has made it very palatable. So we have very few horses turning it down. And like anything, you have to introduce it slowly, and should introduce it slowly anyway to the horse. But we have very few horses that will turn it down.
Well, that's terrific. It's good to learn. I never knew about the ratio between the 3s and the 6s. And, of course, you can find out more information on Kentucky Performance Products' new website. Has a terrific article on this, and we'll link to that in our show notes as well as on our Facebook page. Or you could just go to kppusa.com to find out more about omega fatty acids and the Contribute product. Just look under products.
I do, and I was just thinking about this a day ago when I was packing up my horse to go mark the trail because I'm, hanging the ribbons on the clothespins are around a hay string that I put around my neck or the horse's neck so they're easy to grab. And while I was attaching all this stuff to my horse, I was thinking, about an important safety issue with our tack that I see a lot of riders doing. When they put their tack on, they're not realizing that if their snaps are facing outwards, that if their horse rubs on something with their halter or their bridle or breast collar and the snap is facing outwards, it can snap onto something like a bucket or another horse or, something that they're tied to. So my advice for that is to always make sure your snaps and clips are facing inward, so that they can't catch on something and get your horse hung up. And then I've seen many wrecks over the years caused from that sort of thing. So always check over your tack and make sure your breast collar clips and your bridles or anything else that's attached to your horse is facing inward so that they can't get caught and get into trouble.
Yeah, I imagine getting caught
I never thought about that because... The tack that you guys use commonly has more snaps on it than you would typically see on a horse that does eventing, perhaps, or barrel racing. The type of tack you use, commonly you snap on the bit or snaps where the reins are. And I never thought about that, but if he just trots up to his little friend and goes, I have an itch right here, and he rubs his face on his neighbor's shoulder, he could suddenly attach his bridle to his next door neighbor's breastplate. That would definitely be and you'd be calling the SWAT team again.
There you go. And I've seen horses attach themselves to each other on numerous occasions, or they rub on their bucket, and then now they've got a bucket attached, And now, now it's chasing them, no matter where they go.
Bad news, man.
It sure can be. So that's my tip for the day.
And that's a wrap. You can find lots more tips about topics ranging from barn care to websites for horse people over at horsetipdaily.com. Just look for the topics drop-down menu on the left. And don't forget to support our sponsors here on Horse Tip Daily because they make these podcasts possible. Today's podcast has been brought to you through the generous support of Kentucky Performance Products. You can find them online at kppusa.com. The Horse Radio Network and the Horse Radio Network hosts are not responsible for statements of guests or their opinions. Use your own judgment when listening to the tips provided by the experts on Horse Tip Daily.